What is up, guys? I'm Zuff.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Bryce.
And this is Real Time. This today is our Crash Landing review, episodes 1 through 4. Obviously, we've been posting these on Patreon, and we haven't been posting on YouTube, but we're going to have sort of a little segment of where you'll see our reactions through the episodes 1 through 4, what we like the most, and then we're going to have an outro for each of the 4 videos, just like normal, breaking down what we thought of the episodes. So make sure you guys check that out. And the full cut reaction will be on the Patreon, like you guys know. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a Patreon exclusive. This was made from the same studio that striked us for It's Okay to Not Be Okay. So this one will be just on Patreon. I hope you guys understand. But we're still excited to react for you. You guys can see all of the reactions over there and a little bit of bits and pieces of it on here. So I hope that you enjoy this, and we'll catch you guys in that reaction.
I think it actually is a tornado.
What actually is a tornado?
Oh, baby! I love tornadoes!
Oh, he took out his own dude. He took out his own dude. Oh. Yeah, dude, they didn't want to do that. They're like, you guys are... Oh! Oh. Oh. Beat his...
Yeah, please.
Yet. I'm sorry, he didn't.
Yeah.
I take it back.
No.
I take it back.
You are a class act comedian. He's so freaking obsessed with K-dramas.
That's all he's into,
He gets
bro.
so worried about it.
Yeah,
Oh my god. What?
I'm confused.
That would not work, would it?
They're paragliding.
Are they just holding each other?
He's just holding on to her.
That would
Why
be
does it look so
absolute-
awkward?
Absolutely terrifying. They're just
Bro,
in the air right
look
now.
how easy his hands are rested on
Yeah,
her. He'd have
I
to be
know.
grabbing one for dear
I
life.
know. He's
She's
just like,
holding
He's
on.
like floating. He's like floating.
I love it.
I don't think this makes logical sense.
That's okay.
It's going to get a little overwhelming, I think, in a minute.
Oh.
The midair knee. All right, well, that is the first episode of Crash Landing on You. I think that was a pretty good start. I liked both of who I'm presuming are the 2 main characters with Captain Ree and Sei-ri. Absolutely wild how she ended up in North Korea. I knew that it was the paragliding accident. Completely caught off guard by the tornado. Was not expecting that at all.
I was it was like almost like I was looking at the screen and I was thinking these people who made this have to be capping right now. That's not actually a tornado.
We saw like the little beginning of it in the clouds. We're like, what the hell is that? Zuff goes, tornado, and actually a tornado. I can't believe that it took her that far though, and that she all she got was a little scratch. Like, that's actually pretty insane.
It did feel like a lot of this episode though was just scenes of her running around. Not much. I mean, obviously the love story is very, very in the makings, but there at the end, he did look like he saved her from that mean guy who got those people killed in the. I mean, he's obviously the bad enemy snake guy, whoever that is. I mean, I'm excited for this love story to get going.
It's like, I'm wondering if it's literally just going to be like 16 episodes of them running around trying to hide her. Like, or are they going to go back, or is she going to go back to South Korea? Like, I thought the whole family thing was pretty cool this episode, how like her dad is giving her the company. I think I might have missed exactly what his company is.
Not sure.
Very, very big one though, for
They're
sure.
Very wealthy, yeah.
It's like news, like, and she's famous in her own right too. She left the family 10 years ago, and she has her own
She has a terrible family, besides
fashion
the
company.
dad.
But yeah, that's actually the reason why the dad picked her, is because she showed like independence and that she could actually handle the job on her own and stuff, and he's impressed by that. But
I think all the kids like work for
him,
subsidiaries of his company.
yeah.
So like he like employs them, and I don't think they do a great job, to be honest.
And they're all preying on her downfall, which is very scummy. Don't like
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, dude, they heard that their sister/sister-in-law went missing, and like half of them are all like, "Woohoo! Yeah, we get another shot at the."
answering my prayer. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a bit extra from the siblings.
Like, even on that, I remember that scene. I did call that one girl a bitch, and I'm not taking it back.
Yeah, I don't think everyone there was like a sibling. I think some were married.
I think it was
Like one
brothers. Yeah, I think both of those, like the guy in the car was her brother, and then the woman who answered the phone and was like, "Oh yay!" Like that was a sister-in-law. So I think she has brothers.
Well, I think they said 4 siblings. I don't know if it's 4 including her,
maybe,
or 4 total, but there's
not
4 or
sure.
5. But the one storyline I am very confused about right now is like that dude that
she was dating or whatever.
Yeah, it was like nervous. I think maybe
the good-looking guy with the cool pants.
Yeah, I think maybe on a rewatch we'll figure that out or get more clarification. But he's an actor, and did they say he backstabbed someone? Potentially her brother.
Their money or something.
Yeah, he has money, and he's like tweaking. Like, can I trust you guys? Like, they're in China. He's like, will people follow me? What did he do?
I'm not sure. They might have explained it and I missed it, but I don't know. I'm really interested to see just like how North Korea is like portrayed in their show, because I'm pretty ignorant to it. I know it's not friendly, and it's like very, very not fun country for its like inhabitants. So I'm just like genuinely like, I honestly had never seen anything like that town at the end there. Like that was crazy to me. Like that's insane. If that's like real and like people actually live like that, I don't know. I'm curious to like see more things like that I'm just like completely unaware about, like the North Korean culture, because obviously it's extremely different than the South.
I think it's pretty obvious too, like her reaction to being there is like not happy.
No,
I don't think she's like looking forward to being there, but I think it is gonna show that like there's good people there, like even some of the soldiers.
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna meet people and want to help them, like maybe help them get out of North Korea
if they want to.
I think this is just made up.
Is it?
I don't know. I mean, it makes absolutely no fucking sense. Do you think he could just leave North Korea and go to Switzerland?
The only reason that he maybe could is because we figure out this episode who his dad is. Seems like a very powerful man.
Yeah,
but
maybe he was like allowed to go somewhere after like the death of his brother or something. I don't know, but
yeah, that seems like one of those like faded moments that we get in like K-dramas.
That's crazy that they were there at the same time.
That's crazy why she was there. That was a lot of like insight on her mental there.
That caught me off guard, as well as her speaking English. That caught me off guard as well.
She said she wanted to be like euthanized or whatever.
That's the first time I feel like we've ever heard someone talk like in full English in a K-drama.
Yeah, but that episode was pretty crazy. Captain Ree is winning me over. I think he's a really, really good guy. He was just very, very nice. Even though like he has to play off like I'm a North Korean soldier. I'm not supposed to be doing this. Like I'm gonna be kind of cold to you, but he is a sweet man. He learned about his brother. His brother was killed in some accident.
It doesn't sound like it was an accident though. I don't think Captain Ree thinks it was an accident either.
Mm-hmm. I think that's going to cause him some trouble. It feels like the whole army's against him.
Yeah, I mean, they're corrupt.
I mean, if
they're not good.
If his dad wasn't who he is, I think he'd be like dead by now. They put him in that chair, bro. Mm-hmm. And I think it's like a no-no to get like suspicious on things.
Yeah, you don't question the military. You're like, dude, you don't question the authority.
But I guess he does know. Authority. Yeah, he knows. He probably can like get away with more stuff though. Mm-hmm. I don't think we've seen his dad, have we?
No.
Mm-mm.
I feel like if his dad's that high up, is there a chance his dad was in on it?
I would break my heart. I don't know. That would be really bad if he was involved with the death of his own son.
I mean, he specifically does not talk about his dad or like that he's affiliated with his dad. Like that's his father's that high up.
Mm-hmm. Crazy that he took that high up car everywhere. They must really like him.
I mean, he is like a very, like he comes from a crazy family.
Like, said a very influential family.
Yeah. So they're kind of similar too. They're very popular in North Korea, at least respected. Not famous or anything like that, like how they are, like a super rich family. But yeah, I really didn't think she was gonna get caught there in those house inspections.
Not at all. I did not think she was gonna get caught.
Completely stirs up the story.
I'm interested to see like if he's like if he says she's South Korean, or if he doesn't, how do you, like they'd be like, all right, well show some ID.
Yeah, I mean like if she was if she says she's North Korean, like how could she prove that? I don't know. Like where'd you come from? No one has ever seen you here before.
Of course it was that freaking guy who found her.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, what is it? Cho?
I don't know.
Something like that. he's an ass, and it looks like he used to be friends with Captain Ree's brother when Captain Ree was younger. If I'm interpreting that the right way, that flashback was like a young Captain Ree with his brother, and they were talking to.
Was that him
bad
on
dude.
the phone talking to that guy? That was a different person, right? Like the guy on the phone who got a call and said, "I'll call you tomorrow," after learning the one who put the guy up to putting him, like torturing him. The two guys
two
who
that were
offered him tea from South
Coffee.
Korea.
Yeah, I think
Is that the same guy who just did the inspection?
I think there was the two guys in that room for the meeting when he was like, I want to go investigate this. I think one of them was there that put him in the chair, and the other one was still back and is the one that inspected the home. I think. Could be wrong. It's gonna take another episode or two to get everything down pat, but
I think that this episode was much better than the first one. It felt like it's gonna be really good when they're on screen together, and it's gonna be very entertaining. I feel like.
Yeah, I already want them to like start liking each other. I just loved the kind gestures that he showed her this episode with like getting the candle and then like all of the beauty products and stuff. Like he's genuinely trying to make the situation better for her.
And I think that all of his friends I'm gonna really like too. I think they're gonna be good.
They were cool. I think we can trust them. I think they like Sayuri too.
Especially the one that likes to talk to her.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like after this episode now I can like see. I think it was hard after the first episode for me to like see this, because I know it's like a long 16 episode show. It's like what
she
can
got caught
happen
in the second episode.
So like now it's like, okay, well, yeah, she's caught. She's supposedly his fiance, so they're kind of stuck together now.
I feel like learning about his family and all that too.
The accident is, they're gonna go more in on that. The dude that's coming to North Korea that stole money from her brother, that's gonna be something for sure. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that has to happen still, and then obviously back home her family's still just like trying to figure out what's going on with her. But yeah, I mean, the main thing is like I was just kind of blown away by that last scene.
Yeah,
like just I had no clue that's how she at least thought for a while. Like that is just makes me really sad, because she is obviously this like very rich and famous person in South Korea, but she was going through a lot, I'm guessing, because of her family situation. She wasn't with her family at all, so I'm sure they're going to dive deeper into that, but that seems like a very like sensitive thing, and hopefully that Captain Ree can like help her with that and make her feel better, because they both have family issues, but if they have each other, that's all that matters. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how this plan's gonna work here at the end. Just a kiss, like they're very obviously doing something illegal, but them kissing is
I feel like his whole plan is like
they're in love.
Oh well, us kissing is gonna be crazier than like that's just gonna catch them off guard, and that's what they'll focus on instead. Like I don't know, that is like some crazy stuff that would happen in a K-drama. It was crazy for him to be like, this is our only plan, this is the only option.
I feel like he might be doing it just so like he can prove to them that they're in love. Maybe like hit a soft spot in them.
I don't know. This guy doesn't seem like he's a soft spot type of guy.
But everybody has one, so we'll see if he has one.
Yeah, but that guy just bribed him. Like, here's a phone card, and he said the old Coast Guard got fired for taking bribes. So I don't know what he's gonna say. I mean, I feel like Captain Ree, worst case scenario, could pull out the "Do you know my dad?" card. You know who my dad is.
We actually got to see the flashback of when Captain Ree's brother passed away. It was 7 years ago from like current time, and we actually found out that Captain Ree originally wasn't even in the army. He was like a student and like a piano prodigy
in Switzerland.
And that makes sense that he was in Switzerland in that scene that we saw with Sayuri, because we found out that that's where he was like doing the piano. Like he was studying abroad, learning the piano in Switzerland. So now we know why he was over there. That was a really, really sad scene, just because like from what little we saw of him, you could tell how good of a big brother he was, and just how much he cared about Captain Ree and like how well he spoke of him. But I definitely think that
Commander Cho.
The brother's death is like the only reason that Captain Ree's in the military now.
Yeah, I think he had to kind of give up on his dream for it type thing.
Because one of the sons needed to be in it.
I think Commander Cho is behind it for sure.
I think he's behind a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, we learned that he was the one like who is in organizing.
He's running that business, yeah.
Which is crazy. I feel
He
like
said, "I'm a businessman dressed in a military outfit or army outfit."
He's just trying to make money.
So,
I just think it's crazy, like how if like Captain Ree's dad is so high up and highly respected, like how did they get away with killing one of his sons? Like that's crazy to me. That like was even accomplished.
I mean, I could very easily see his dad not being the best guy, because like a lot of stuff seems to fly. I mean, the one dude even said the one time, like, we can make up crimes if we want.
Yeah.
So I feel like the people at the top specifically are probably not great people. So I could see his dad
Like
being-
not caring that his son died.
yeah, or like
Damn, that would be messed
or
up.
like it's a business type of thing. I don't know. We haven't even seen him yet though, so I don't know. But by the way this looks, like I feel like I could see them somehow getting out of it, but like Captain Ree going with her or something. Do you think?
I want him to come to South Korea.
I think that would be
He
so
needs to
good.
get out of there.
What if it's just not in North Korea?
I could see them getting split up. Just,
Yeah, I think some part of it has to go back to South Korea, because that like
I mean, the intro is them in different places. A lot of it, like.
and that shareholders meeting is coming up, so that's like what the whole family's doing, like, let's make a bigger announcement so her disappearance isn't as important. So that's why the sons are like, pick me.
Pick me.
They're both not suited. I think Sari is gonna come back just in time
And get
for
it.
that thing, and
I feel like once she is back though, she's gonna be like, I need to get this guy. Like I need to help him get out of there.
yeah, because I feel like Captain Ree is gonna do all this digging about like his brother's thing and just realize that, like, wow, the army, the military is just absolutely corrupt.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
I honestly want all of Captain Ree's squad to come to South
I
Korea.
could-
I
I
feel
could
like they
honestly
would.
see it.
I feel like they would all just have better lives.
Yeah, especially the K-drama.
Yeah,
guy.
dude.
Dan or Dan returned to North Korea this episode, and weirdly enough, another fiance of Captain Ree. I think that's what we heard. I'm not sure.
I think they said that they hadn't seen each other in like years.
Yeah.
now.
Like 10 years.
I thought we were definitely gonna see her come get like the car
car.
back, but I guess not.
Probably next episode.
Yeah, I mean,
Get the empty car on the dock.
she's also the niece of that guy.
That gave him the car.
Yeah, so
That
That's-
guy's cool.
that's a little weird.
Mhm.
I feel like she's gonna be a bit of a villain, and she was able to study abroad, so maybe she could, if Captain Ree goes somewhere, she'll follow him or something. She seems like maybe she could be obsessed with him a little bit, because she's like, oh, is he asking about me and stuff? And the guy's like, no.
He never
Yeah.
talks about you.
All right, so Sari and Captain Ree did actually get caught on the boat back in North Korea. Didn't
Kind of figured that was gonna happen.
the guy did recognize his full name though, so that was at least pretty cool. Didn't really get in much trouble, which is honestly surprising, but I'm happy she was back with the squad. I still really like our gang. They had a nice little drinking moment there, eating some seafood. It was pretty cool.
I think I enjoyed these end scenes the most out of the whole episodes, to be honest. And it's just crazy seeing them in Switzerland and having these moments. Like, I feel like they would recognize each other.
I feel like there's just so many like there's gonna be so many more like crazy coincidences.
How
that,
would you would think that's a moment you would remember.
Well, the thing is, I feel like for her, obviously she was literally planning right then on jumping off that bridge and killing herself. So her mind was, I can't imagine her mind in that
yeah, probably
moment.
wasn't on that.
Probably
guy.
didn't think too much about like, let me remember this guy's face. And also he was like, this girl's like, I'm hanging out with this girl and I don't even like care. I met her one time. I'm supposed to marry her. And then also like she was taking the photo camera on her face, Sari. So like,
It's crazy how happy Sari is now, though. Like, she's such a good, different person.
yeah,
It's awesome.
I don't really know if we fully know exactly why, or like, because that flashback didn't seem like it was that long ago, right? Like,
no.
I mean, maybe they just didn't age them down as much, but like, it seemed pretty much this very similar age and looked pretty much the same. So I can't remember if before that flashback she had Sari's choice or not. I think so. We are getting like more and more hints of like something that happened to her as a child. We learned that she's the illegitimate daughter of her father, so that's like news. Like no one really knows that. It's not public information.
They showed that flash of like the beach a bunch, or like at least a couple times this episode. I think that is Sari. It's like a little girl. I didn't see the person out in the ocean, but you guys said that there was someone out in the ocean like swimming,
and she was counting. So I don't know what else. I forget what else, but I think we've watched something else where something like that happened, where the parent was like trying to like kill himself, and they were like, just count. I want to say it was like her mother that did that, and then somehow her current mother like took her in, if that's her aunt or what it is. But I just don't know why like her and her current mother they had a bad relationship, right? Like that's why she's like very sad now, because they ended on bad terms. And
I think that mother does feel really bad about it. She's like the only one who's on Sari's side.
Yeah. Her brother though, Se Young, I believe her brothers are Se Young and Se Jun. The one Se Young, the younger one, who was supposed to get the company now, he is like threatening that dude, Mr. Park, I believe, who's like working day and night trying to figure out where she could be, if she's in North Korea or what. So they're just like, they're trying to put this to rest and be like, all right, just let's confirm
they want to move on.
Sari's dead so I can get the company, because dad said he is getting the company.
Yeah, because I feel like if one of them gets a hold of the company and then she comes back, like they won't want to give it up. But like if it's still up for grabs and she manages to come back here, like she's gonna be in charge, obviously. But yeah, I kind of agree with Zuff. I think my favorite part of the episode was that little like flash. It's so interesting
I just
to see.
like looking at the scenery.
Yeah, it is a pretty town, but I think it's just so interesting that like they have like this much of a connection already that they didn't even really know about. And it's just like, I think it's cool to think that there's like 12 episodes left, and they're all gonna have, or maybe they won't all have it, but most of them will have like these little scenes giving us more context. I feel like it's just like filling in little pieces of the puzzle, and by the end it's just gonna feel really good and like have a big payoff, because these K-dramas always have a huge payoff at the end. So
Captain Ree's ex-fiance, who's been in Russia, is now in the car with the person who is the thief who's escaped to South Korea.
Where'd that taxi guy go? Did he just run away? What happened there?
But they're back in the town, but he's not there. He's currently just staring at her with a candle. He's better put that candle down soon. It's going to get pretty hot in his hand. But I feel like it's going to be an ill-fated scene, or just a gross looking scene when they're all together, like, oh no, what is this? We got to break them up, is what the ex-fiance is going to be thinking.
Yeah, he's going to get...
supposed to be getting married
this year. Yeah, this year. He's going to get back from the town with Sari, and his actual fiance is just going to be there waiting for him. It's just so weird.
They're having like a great moment right now too. Very like,
he's so
emotional.
Strange. And Commander Cho knows now. He knows that Sari's not in Division 11, so I mean, it's only a matter of time before he comes over and he's like, hey, I think you might have been lying there, Captain Ray.
But with that too, I'm still very curious how this dude that's like under protection comes into play. He's like obviously was trying to flirt with his fiance in the car.
They're gonna end up together.
Maybe.
I don't really like him at all.
No, I don't like him at all.
I don't like either of them.
But maybe he's gonna come back to this city or town and try to like get her back or something. I don't know. I already know that dude's gonna get super bored very quickly.
Yeah.
Like he can't really do much, and he's living like a fake life here. So he's surely gonna come into play, and then somehow figure out that he stole money off Sari's brother and yada yada. But I think he's gonna come more into the picture here very soon.